This video is brought to you by Heatcraft Refrigeration. Today we've got an interesting one. So we got a call about, I don't know, a week and a half ago, and the customer said, we need the password for the intelligent display. And I'm like, wait, what? Why do you need the password? And they're like, it's asking for the password. And I'm like, there's no reason you should ever need the password. They had taken it upon themselves to take the coils apart and clean them, and then someone was poking their nose around, and we had to come out. They had no fan motors running. We got it going, but we're still having issues. We're having communication issues now. So who knows what happened here. The two coils are running independent of each other now. They're not running as a master slave or primary secondary anymore. So we got to figure that out. For whatever reason, they won't, connect or whatever. So we're gonna jump in here and see what we can find. My first thought with this is, because they were up in here, they had all the panels off. I wasn't here, it was another technician, but my first thought is that they got something wet, but I don't see anything going on with this board. It just looks like normal operation. So we're just gonna go through the settings and see what we can figure out here. I'm gonna look at the box settings. I went ahead and put this one in service mode. I thought I already put this in service mode. It's asking me for the basic pin again. That's all 8s. Okay. Box temp, box set point, box differential. I don't need any of that. Off time. Refrigerant. Primary EV. Select primary EV. Okay. So that's correct. That's this one. Now we need to go to the other one. Condensed unit wired, no. Okay, so we're going to go check on the other one to see if it's set up. Condensed unit wired. System name. In service mode. Okay, so let's go look at the other one now. This is the other one, and we're gonna go here. Oh no, not general, we don't want to be in there. Box settings, there you go. Okay, box temp, no good value. That's not good. Box set point, differential, product load time, minimum run time. It says that the other one is the primary.
Yeah. And the box temp would be good if we had a connection, right?
Condensed unit wired, system name, nothing. Okay, let's go to... What the heck is going on here? So they do have a COM cable. They're running shielded wire. It's not grounded on this end, it's grounded on the other. That's what communicates the two coils. I don't see anything wrong with this board visually.
Come on your way.
So this coil has an active alarm. System CXN, I believe that's connection. It's lost communication. All right, so to clarify here, because I'm sitting here thinking about this, our initial call was the customer was asking me for the password, and I was like, why do you need the password? Something's not right. And then they revealed to me, oh, because the fans aren't working. And I was like, why aren't the fans working? And they were like, oh, because we shut them off. And I'm like, why? Well, because we took them apart. It was weird. I had to pull all this information from them. They're like, oh, we took the coils apart. And I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, to clean them. And I go, no. And they're like, we just need the password. And I said, no, there's no reason for you to have the password. So, and mind you, this is a corporate chain. They are not the owners. They are just management. They are not allowed via corporate to have any of this information. So they went way over their heads. So we came out, we got the coils running, but we were having these communication issues, and we realized that the coils weren't communicating back and forth anymore. So our first step here is we're gonna pull these COM lines out, and we're gonna ohm them out to make sure we have a good wire first before we go any further. All right, disconnected the COM lines, connected them together with a Wago. So now we're gonna ohm out the wire to see if we have continuity. So go ahead and test it over there. Good continuity?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have continuity across the wires. So we proved that the wires are good. Next, we're gonna connect them back, and we're gonna proceed to see if there's what's causing our communication loss. We're gonna inspect the terminals, make sure nothing corroded about them. Don't see anything there. So we're gonna go through and just inspect both boards, make sure there's nothing funky with these terminals right here. Check this out, I just saw something. On the bottom of this board, there's a burn spot right next to that EV where it says E. That is a burn spot, and it's also on the other board too. Look right here. So this is the other board. Both of them have that same little burn spot right there. I wonder if they screwed up the board. Okay, we're gonna turn off the breakers and we're gonna pull this board and inspect it. So if you look right here, there is a clear like burn right there, right? Now, if you look right here, it's a printed circuit board. There looks to be like you know, a connection going through there. And if you flip it over, there's no burn on the back, but that's the spot right there where that burn's at. It looks like something shorted. That's really interesting. I'm thinking that they got something wet and it shorted that connection. I mean, these things have been in operation for years, never had a problem, and then right when the customer opened it up, and they did that. Now again, when the customer opened it up, it was working before they touched it. Everything was good. They just wanted to clean it, and then it stopped working after, and we were having the comm issues and stuff, and then we were able to get it to where they were operating independently in the meantime. But yeah, so to get them to operate together as a primary and a secondary, or a master and a slave, we need to fix this comm issue, and I think it has to do with that little burn right there. That's on both boards. So I happen to have a board because I have my contractor kit from Heatcraft. When you become a certified contractor, you get the kit. Not for every technician, but I think it's for a company, but it comes with all the goodies that you need to repair one of their things. So that's the incentive, one of the incentives of becoming a certified contractor, taking their training classes and going through all the procedures. So we're gonna open this board up, have an inspection, see if that, we're going to look at the spot where the burn's at, and then I happen to have another board in this box down here too if we need it. All right, so yeah, I mean, if you look right there compared to over here, these are actually, they look to be, there's a hole going through where that little burn mark is on that board, and it's not on the other one. There's no, like, there's a solder bead right there, and if you pull this one, there's actually a hole. I think that that is our problem. I think that somehow something got shorted here. I know the customer was up in here, so I think they played with something, got something wet, shorted something out. So we're gonna swap out these boards. We're gonna do them both, and then hope that that fixes our problem. All right, we've got a new board connected on this. This is the secondary coil, okay? So we're all connected in. We made sure the shielding wires are correct. Everything else is good, all reconnected. I pulled off the little redundant connector things because we just don't need those there right now. We're not gonna be adding anything else at the moment, but I'll save them. Now we're gonna go over and do the other one real quick. All right, we got this one all done too, same thing, everything's all connected. We fixed the shielding wire because it was grounded, but we actually grounded it on the right terminal, which you should have used that connector. You only ground it on one side on the shielded cable. But yeah, everything is the same. We're all connected. Basically ready to turn this on, and then we're gonna recommission it like it's a brand new install, because they both should start up in brand new mode where we gotta program and set it up. And we should be doing all the setup from this one right here. And let's hope that 1, 2, 3, please don't blow up. Nothing blew up on that one. Now let's go have a look at the other one. All right, so let's go ahead and enter our expert pin, which is all 9s. Okay, configure from, yes, discovering equipment right now. It's seeing both sides.
Yes, you did.
And then we're gonna set it up. Okay, cool. And the other one over there is reflecting what we're seeing right now. Okay, 2 evaporators found, continue, yes. We're setting it up as a cooler. That's correct. Second evaporator is cooler 1B, that's correct. So we're addressing the system right now. Select primary evaporator, that's this one right here. That's correct. Is the condensing unit wired? No. Country United States. We're Pacific time zone. We're good. Daylight savings, no. Let's see, 2023. So 2023, and it's December 5th. What time is it, Leo? It's like
It is 9:19.
9:19 in the morning. Okay, 9:20, and we're gonna set it for AM. Okay, we're done. Air defrost, that is correct. Defrost style, timed, that is correct. Refrigerant is 448A. Box temp 35, that is correct. Start system, correct. Okay, so now both of them are starting up. We're gonna let it run for a minute, and then we're gonna review the parameters and the settings and make sure everything's set correctly. All right, one thing I'm gonna change, because this customer does not use their equipment correctly, is we're gonna change the number of defrosts per day. So we're gonna click this, and we're gonna change it to 6 defrosts a day, because this customer is nuts. Defrost, we don't. Oh, look at that. We can even set our exact times that it defrosts. So I'll do that right now. We'll go in here and set the exact times. Now we're going to change our fail-safe time. We don't, it really shouldn't need that much. So we'll do we'll do a fail-safe time of 25 minutes because they really shouldn't need that much time. All right. And then defrost termination temperature is 45 degrees. I'll leave that fine. Drain down, dual coil termination. I mean, we really should have it on dual coil termination, to be honest with you, because then if one of them ices up and the other one doesn't, but this is the primary coil and this is the one that ices up the most. That one doesn't. I think I'll leave it on single coil. Refreeze time, we're not worried about that. Okay. So, I mean, we are set up. This thing's ready. So basically, we just need to go into monitor and wait for it to kick in. It's just in a delay right now. After the delay, it was what, a 2-minute delay, 1-minute delay, something like that. It's in cooling mode now, so we're gonna let it operate. We're gonna watch it satisfy, make sure both of them come down to temp, and then hopefully we should be good. It shouldn't take long. It says our box temp at the moment is like 39 degrees, so. All right, this guy's satisfied, everything's working. We're just waiting for it to turn back on, so we're gonna step out, come back in a minute. Both of them are communicating now. They're just scrolling through their normal display, so it's saying that it's off because it's satisfied. Yeah, everything's good. Hunky-dory, happy campers. That's pretty cool. Like, you know, I've never had to just, you know, diagnose these boards before, but that was a pretty easy fix. Super thankful that, you know, I work on a lot of Heatcraft evaporators, and a couple years back, I used to do a lot of installs because my customer was purchasing nothing but Heatcraft evaporators. Now, they made the switch over to a different brand, you know, corporate decisions and stuff. So I'm not installing as many of those anymore. So I carry the most common thing that I used to carry was the sensors, because the sensors would fail. But then I went through the certified contractor program and got that little kit. And that has been nice to have that, because it's like, hey, I've got everything I need for the most part to get a system going. EXV, board, pressure transducers, sensors, transformer, all that good stuff. And it's nice. So that was a cool benefit of going through the certified contractor program. Not only you know, actually getting the training, but then also getting that kit with you. So that was really cool. So I was glad I had that. And then I happened to have another board. I kind of had a hunch there was going to be a problem with the boards when my other tech kind of told me what was going on. So we went and picked up another board. So that way we had two, and we were able to get the system up and running. But I knew there was a red flag when the customer called me. And it was so weird too, because they weren't giving me information. They were like, you know, we need the code. Why? Because the fans aren't working. Why? Because we shut them off, you know, and it just got kind of silly. So went ahead and replaced the board, and everything was back up and running. So that was really awesome. Customer definitely learned a lesson on this one. That was a very expensive repair for 2 circuit boards, but it is what it is. We got them back up and running, and all was well. So thank you so very much for making it to the end of the video. I really do appreciate you. If you haven't already, please consider checking out my website, hvacrvideos.com. And sorry, my dog is over here whining in the background. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So, yes, my dog does interrupt my videos. Get out there. She didn't want to be trapped in my office anymore. So, but yeah, it was really cool to be able to get that up and running. So anyways, check out the website, hvacrvideos.com. If you're interested in supporting the channel, go to, again, the website, hvacrvideos.com. There's merchandise available on there. You can also go to truetechtools.com. Find any tools that you want. You can use my offer code BIGPICTURE, one word. You get an 8% discount on checkout on majority of the items on their website. There's a few things it doesn't apply to. But when you do use my offer code, I get a small commission. So that's a great way to help support the channel. You can support the channel via PayPal, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. But the easiest way to support this channel is literally watch the videos from beginning to end. That really is the easiest way. Again, thank you so very much. Find out more about Heatcraft at heatcraftrpd.com. And we will catch you on the next one.